School, which is one of the national schools in Western Kenya. And after teaching in Butula High School for 8 years, I came back to Rift Valley in Uasin Gishu and taught at Sengalo High School for 5 years. I joined Kapsabet as a teacher and an old boy in the year 2005, and I've been a teacher here since.
Thank you so much. Maybe, Lawrence, we can take this. We understand that you are a writer, you are probably also a historian, and also a researcher. Maybe take us through how you got information about Kapsabet that made you write the content that we are expecting to read tomorrow when the magazine is being launched, Kapsabet at 100, Trumpet Magazine.
Thank you. Writing about Kapsabet is very, very interesting. What really captivated and motivated me into doing more research is one Elijah Chepkwony, the founder of this school. I don't want to go very deep because I may be taking spice out of the soup that we have cooked. That is a Kapsabet magazine. You will acquaint with it yourself with it tomorrow. But the story of Elijah is so captivating, so motivating actually, and inspiring. This is a gentleman who found himself as a Huts boy. And then being a Huts boy, he found himself in Mombasa. In Mombasa, he also became a house boy in some white man's house. So while in this house, Elijah decided to teach himself how to read and write, and he came to know English. Then from there, Elijah came back to Eldoret with his masters, of course. And from there, they recommended him because he could read and speak fluent English. So when the colonial government wanted somebody who could interpret the Nandi, he was proposed by his master. Now from there, he became its secretary. Elijah then decided to fight because by then the Nandi community, which are warriors, were having some wars. They did not welcome foreigners in their land. So interestingly, this also discouraged colonial government from setting a school. So Elijah realized that the area was being left behind. So he started to fight for a school to be established. But when he realized that the colonial government were not ready, he went ahead and started one himself. He even gave up his own house to be used for the school. So that was very, very inspiring. And I think if you look at the history of most of the alumni from Kapsabet, Elijah inspired them so much that they don't take no for no. If you want to come their way, they will always make sure that they achieve what they want. And that is actually evidenced by the fact that we have two presidents from this school. We also have quite a number of leaders who have come through this school. Interestingly, it was not just confined to students. Even teachers themselves who passed through this school become great leaders. So that was very, very inspiring, and it really motivated me to research more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. Maybe just next to you, Mwalimu, I realized you are the youngest among these teachers here. Maybe you can just tell us when you left this school and, of course, which university you went to, and when did you come back to this school as a teacher? Welcome.
Thank you. I joined Kapsabet in 2008. That was in Form 2. Initially, I had got admission to Kapsabet High School. So I came in 2008 and left in 2010. And then I was in Mayo Dome, Cube 6, which happened as I was exiting to be the captain, Solai House, within that time. So I cleared in 2010, waited for the long wait for the 2 years so that we joined campus. So I joined University of Nairobi, pursued Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, and I graduated in 2016. Having graduated, I went back to Alliance High School, where I was doing my teaching practice So I went back there on BOM terms up to 2017. 2017, I came to Kapsabet on BOM terms also, of which I stayed for 1 year up to 2018. 2018, I left, went to county government of Nandi, Department of Agriculture. So I've been in, I was in Kaimosi, Agricultural Training Center. Uh, Basically because of my degree was agricultural education and extension. So I was utilizing the extension part, which is basically training farmers on the best agricultural practices, most of which are even on the certification, the Rainforest Alliance, even the fair trade aspect. For the county government, I stayed for 1 year, 6 months. I didn't renew the contract. So I joined TSC that is being a teacher. I was posted to a school near Kaimosi, a school called Fadakun Chepsonoi, where I stayed there until 2024 is when I joined Kapsabet now as a teacher of biology.
Thank you so much. When you look at your time in Kapsabet, of course, being a teacher of biology, can you be able to compare the curriculum delivery? Because at the time you joined, I think there was a principal before Mr. Maio. So how is the school different from the time you were a student and then now you are a teacher? Can you be able to compare those two scenarios?
Yeah, actually, there is a big contrast in terms of development. 2010, during our exit, the chief principal currently, that is Kipchumba Maya, was joining Kapsabet. He joined in July 2010, and we exited in November 2010. And for that period, there has been a lot of changes, a lot of them. I remember during our Form 2 class, we were down, that is the down school. First is Form 1, and then Form 2 now coming upwards. We are 4 streams. That is the 4 stream, Form 2 class, 4 stream. Currently, we are talking about 9 streams for Form 4, 15, Form 2, grade 10, 14. So there is an increase in number. If you look at the drives, the tarmac was not there. So it was dust. So we experienced the extreme ends of drought. You have dust. When it rains, it is mud everywhere. But currently, all the areas are tarmacked. In the dome area also, I can see there are tiles. During those days, there were no tiles. And the Form 1s at that time were the ones doing much of the cleaning. Like, they will be able to wash the dome, they will be able to wash the ablutions. Currently, the students are not able to watch the ablutions. We have the contracted service provider who is able to do that work. But for us, we were able to do that. Form 2s, they were the ones to do the drives, just sweeping the drive, the Form 2. And then for the Form 3s, they were the ones washing the laboratories. Form 4s, of course, were left for academic, so they were concerned with the academics. So those are the changes that I can see. They have actually changed a lot. In terms of infrastructure also, we have a lot of changes. When you are living, the Bogoria house, that is Longonot and Menengai, that was our farm, school farm for agriculture students. So that is now an addition. That was the first infrastructure I think Kipchumba Mayo began with. And then all of a sudden now you see we have the modern dormitories, that is the hostels, the resource center is there, and then the tarmac, the dining hall. Our dining hall was the junior library, the current junior library. The table system was not there. It was the cafeteria. So we were queuing for our meals. So basically, I can say there is a tremendous change that the chief has really brought to this school.
Thank you so much. Mwalimu, I'll get to you straight away. Kapsabet High School has been known to top in terms of examination, and it has maintained Kenya 1 for quite some times. And even that being the case, it has also maintained good performance for a period of time. So tell us what really happens for Kapsabet to maintain that kind of stellar performance that makes it to be on the limelight most of the time. Are you as a teacher being under pressure to deliver curricula, or is just you self-driven being a teacher? But before you do that, tell us when you left Kapsabet, and of course when you came back here as a teacher.
Thank you. For my case, I joined in Form 1 in the year 1997, and I did my KCSE in the year 2000. That was referred to as Millennium Class. It was a class which was expected to close the computer era. You remember when we had a problem with 1999, all computers will switch off. That was the time when we expected everything to switch off. But incidentally, 2001, 01, 2001 computers were on. So they actually closed Millennium Class. During that time, the school has maintained very sterling performance. During my time in the first case, the school was ranked as a provincial school, the most popular provincial school. I remember during our era, 2000, we were number 8 overall in the whole nation. That was a provincial school taking position 8 nationally. So we used to have the case of national school, provincial schools, the case of district schools and Harambee schools. But our case, we were provincial school. However, at that point, in terms of performance, the school maintained very sterling performance. They are very sharp in terms of discipline, very constant, stable enough. When we joined, the school was performing. When we were in Form 1 to the end of Form 4, the school showed a very clear and steady improvement from the time when I was in Form 1 up to the time when we were in Form 4. So after Form 4, I did my KCSE, and then I completed some 2 years, which was a mandatory. Then joined first year in Egerton University. I did a course referred to as Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Education, so popularly known as AGED, which is stroking either a teacher in biology and agriculture or an agricultural extension officer. So I did it for 5 years. The year 2007, that was the time when I graduated. And then after that, I went during that time, it was referred to as a BOG, Board of Governors. We were employed under BOG. Then I ran under that contract for some 3 years. My first time teaching candidate class was the year 2008. I handled candidate class for the first time. And then I've done my teaching in girls' school referred to as AIC, Chapesas Girls, for a period of 17 years. And then last year, very early last year, January, I reported, came proudly to join my former school to teach, to be a teacher in my own environment.
Thank you so much, Mwalimu. Just pass the mic to your colleague. Mwalimu, being an alumni of this school must be something that you're proud of. Because being proud of it, because Kapsabet High School is actually a school that has produced 2 presidents of the Republic of Kenya. So I want you to look at that in terms of pride. How you as a teacher, how as an alumni, do you feel now that your school has produced 2 presidents for that matter? But just before that, tell us when you joined here and also when you left the school, and then when you came back now as a teacher. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Bwana Michael. As I said earlier, my name is Bwana Dismas. I joined this school in the year 2003. To be specific, that is 3rd February, the year 2003. After finishing my primary education in a school here in Kapsabet, known as Township Primary. I was called to 2 schools, that is Nakuru High and Kapsabet High School. So I really weighed which school is better, and I was advised by my parents that you have to go outside your locality, that is to join Nakuru High. But I said, by then Nakuru High was really performing in terms of the performance. But I said I wouldn't want to leave this mighty school which has produced a president by then, Daniel Toroitich arap Moi. So I decided to join this school, and I would say I would have never regretted joining this school. After the 4 years in this school, I joined a university in Nyanza, which is Maseno University, studied a course in Bachelor of Science, which is an ecological science with IT. I majored in that. Later on in my career, and maybe before I mention the career that I joined later, I must say when I joined this school, I was enrolled in a dorm called Kimalel, Cube 1. There, as my colleague has said, is that by then the population was so less, the population was so low. The whole school, we were around 760 students, which translates to a single class currently. And by that you can see that the school has really tremendously improved in terms of enrollment and even performance. By then it was a provincial school, as my colleague also has said. So after my studies at the university, I must say I didn't join the career that I studied for. I later joined Kenya Institute of Management as a tutor here in Kapsabet, and later on I taught as a tutor at a college in Kapsabet, which is CITC, Christian Intermediate Technological College, teaching in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality. And in the year 2015 or 2016 thereabout, I became a consultant with the Kenya Literature Bureau, aiding in the coming up with this book, which is in physics. I participated in consultancy, and we came up, I participated in writing the Kenya Literature Bureau book, which is in physics. And later on, I thought to myself, now that I am not in the mainstream course that I studied in the university, why don't I join this teaching career? I went back to the university. I joined Kenyatta University in the year 2017, where I studied Bachelor of Education Science, Physics and Chemistry as a combination. I graduated in the year 2023 as my second degree. And then in the year 2024, then I was now enrolled into being a writer or an author in Kenya Literature Bureau, where I'm now writing for physics, grade 10, grade 11. We are going now to write grade 12. So I came back to Kapsabet Boys as a teacher in the year early 2025, that's last year. And I must say it's fulfilling to be back in my high school. Coming to your question, where we are so proud to produce 2 presidents. And not only 2 presidents, in the sphere of leadership, Kapsabet is known to produce great leaders in the country and even abroad. So I must say I'm a proud alumni. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe I can come to Mr. Ding again. Mwalimu, I can see behind us there are students, the top A's, those who scored 84 points, those who scored straight A's, and so on and so forth. How does Kapsabet prepare these young children to be able to work so hard to achieve this kind of high scores? Maybe you can look at it from the time you are here and then compare with now that you are a teacher. How do you prepare your boys to ensure that they get these clean A's that make sure they get very good courses?
Thank you very much for the question. I think it is one of our pride, uh, the students, the caliber of students we produce, and we pride ourselves. We encourage our boys to leave this school and join STEM courses, and we've not been disappointed this far. Most of our students go to university, they do engineering and other science-oriented courses. But really, it is also important to say that the students who join this school are top in their classes in primary school. We are talking of students joining with average scores over 400 points in the previous system. And what else would you expect from such students? We expect that they are bright enough. And so with this entry behavior, we expect the best from our students, and we tell them as much. But also our systems, the way we work in school, is that the students are taught right from the start to work hard and to give their best. And above all things, to work with integrity. Therefore, our examinations internal are very rigorous. The students do these exams under very stringent supervision, and what they produce always is in tandem with what they eventually end up with. So it's very easy to project and know what we expect from almost all our students. And therefore, it's not by magic that we have these sterling results. It is the caliber of students we receive, very highly intelligent students, very highly motivated, and the teachers do their best to give them the best they have through conditions that are optimum, even for the national exams that they encounter. Many of our students confess when they come back that we have trained them too hard, but we tell them, soldiers train hard and fight easy. That's why the exams appear not so hard to them. Back then in my class, maybe I need to say, when I went to school here, incidentally, it's the time His Excellency, our President, was in the school also. He must have joined 1 year after, although I didn't recognize him that time. I didn't know he was going to be the president. He joined in Form 5 when I was going to Form 6 from Wareng High School. And when I left in 85, he must have been going to Form 6. We had a very simple system. Our principal then, Mr. Lagat, we called him Concrete. He was a very tough man. What he needed from students was scores. He didn't bother about many other things, but he was a tough man, and he was very strict on discipline. The A-level classes did not interact very much with the high school or secondary school as we knew them at that time. Our dormitories were very lean. I slept in Kenya House, Tibingot House, Kenya Dome. That time we used to have 4 people in a cube, 4 students in a cube. Right now we have 4 beds, double deckers. I think there are 4 beds, double deckers, which means the population in a cube is double. So in that cube you would have at least 1 A-level student and 3 secondary school students, and we lived like brothers. We interacted in games The dining hall, as you have been told, used to be our current junior library, and it accommodated all the students for a meal. That time, we didn't have cafeteria. I think we were few enough. Students would get into the dining hall, sit down on tables, pray, serve food before they eat. Now, we just imagine such. It may not be able to happen. But we are moving to a system, table system, where we are thinking to do the same, because it was good etiquette. All the other things were very simple. Our school then comprised of the lower school, where we house our primary and junior secondary school. The current complex school was not in existence. It came in existence about 10 years later when our former president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, initiated the construction of this complex we are in, and the other buildings came in much later. So our performances that you see behind us here, it has been a product of what we receive and we refine and send out. I would also say that most of the students you see on these honor boards are currently students in universities, abroad, Ivy League universities, talk of Harvard, New York University, Pennsylvania. All those universities have our students and previously have had our students. So we are going beyond just the honor boards here and much far, and we still expect our students in future to shine as much as they have done so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dinga. You said clearly what you receive is what you refine to make it better. So we're taking a commercial break straight away. So when you come back, you'll see some of the students which Kapsabet school receive and the teacher refine so they become the best. Now this show has been being produced by ACTT Digital Media. We actually work with a number of schools in Kenya, and we still ask other principals to enlist us so that we can be able to work with them. We do all the media work that a school may need. And of course, when the school has such kind of an event, we come and just to talk about the school, publish at the school, so that the world out there can be able to know it. So we take a commercial break. When we come back, we listen to the voice of the student as well. Thank you.
Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, this is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100, century of excellence. Kapsabet boys. Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, this is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100. Century of Excellence. Kapsabet Boys. Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, this is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100. Century of Excellence. Kapsabet Boys. Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, this is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100. Century of Excellence. Kapsabet Boys. Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, this is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100, Century of Excellence. Kapsabet Boys. Kapsabet at 100, a century of greatness. For 100 years, Kapsabet High School has shaped leaders, built character and inspired excellence. From humble beginnings in 1925 to a powerhouse of discipline, brotherhood, producing 2 Kenyan presidents and academic success, This is a legacy like no other. Our alumni, led by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, stand as proof of the greatness born within these historic grounds of Kapsabet High. On 12th March 2026 from 8 a.m., live from Kapsabet High grounds, join us students, alumni, Board of Management, Parents Association, teachers and the community as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, integrity and pride. Powered by ACTT Digital Media, live streaming and capturing every unforgettable moment in the Centenary magazine. Don't miss every moment captured precisely as we document history in the making. Kapsabet at 100, Century of Excellence.